local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight here on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. We begin tonight with news just into our newsroom. We have just learned that Hazleton City Councilwoman Allison Barletta has announced she will be seeking the nomination for mayor of Hazleton. Again, we're just learning at this 5:30 hour that Hazleton City Councilwoman, first-term Councilwoman Allison Barletta, will be seeking the Republican nomination for mayor of Hazleton. We will, of course, have much more on this story tomorrow here on WYLN News. To our other top stories tonight, Hazleton police have taken a 21-year-old man into custody after a 20-hour manhunt. It began Sunday morning around 1:30 when police received a call about a man pulling a gun in the area of Wyoming and Green Streets. When police arrived, they found evidence of shots being fired, and the investigation led them to Juan Rosario. They began searching for him and led them to a location around 93 and Cunningham. After setting up surveillance, they spotted the suspect and conducted a traffic stop and took him into custody without any incident. Officers say Rosario may be connected to at least 2 other shootings that happened in the city. He's now in the Luzerne County Correctional Facility on $250,000 bail. A 3-alarm fire in Schuylkill County Saturday night has now left 15 people without a place to stay. Saturday night, just after 9:30, fire crews were sent to Pike Street in Port Carbon. That's just outside of Pottsville for a house fire. Crews arrived on location and found a heavy fire pouring out of the home. 3 homes in total were lost in Port Carbon. Firefighters from throughout Schuylkill County responded to the fire. There were 3 minor injuries that were reported. The American Red Cross was on scene helping those to find a place to stay. No official cause of the fire yet, but officials say it may be traced to a heating source. An early morning fire in Carbon County has sent 1 person to the hospital. The fire was called in just after 5 this morning on Lake Drive in the Lake Hutto community development that sits between Nesquehoning and hometown. According to reports, a man suffered 3rd-degree burns to his face, hands, and feet. He was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital via ambulance. There's no word on his name or condition at this hour. Fire crews from Carbon and Schuylkill counties were called in to help battle that blaze. No word what caused that fire in Carbon County. The city of Wilkes-Barre's fire department has released the cause of Thursday's fire on North Main Street. According to the city's fire investigator, the cause was accidental in nature and started by a propane torch used to defrost frozen pipes. City fire crews were called to the home just before 4:30 that Thursday and managed to contain the fire to one building where a mother and 2 children and a dog made it out safely. A 22-year-old man was taken to the hospital by Wilkes-Barre City Police early this morning for treatment of a gunshot wound. According to a release on their Facebook page, they were called to Park Avenue just after 1 o'clock for reports of shots being fired from a passing vehicle that struck a man. Police found casings at Metcalf and Hudson Street. No description or possible suspects or vehicle description or the victim have been identified or released by police. A former New Jersey man has pled guilty in court last week after he was charged with burglary in Schuylkill County. 50-year-old Keith Herbert allegedly broke into Unity Calf on Center Street in Shenandoah on February 26, 2018. He stole items and money from the business, then fled the scene and drove head-on into a police cruiser. He was found to be under the influence at the time of the incident. He pled guilty to burglary, criminal mischief, DUI, and eluding police before President Judge William Baldwin. A sentencing date will be scheduled at a later date. A disturbance at an apartment in McAdoo has one person in trouble with the law tonight. Police say they were called to the place on South Kennedy Drive in the borough on January 25th, where they found 64-year-old Thomas Kemp highly intoxicated state. Police say he smelled strongly of an alcoholic beverage and was hard to understand due to he was slurring his words. Police spoke to Kemp, who shut his apartment door on them. Officers then went to a common area to speak with others. That's when Kemp left his apartment, highly irritated, and began cursing and yelling, and eventually had to be restrained. He was charged with public drunkenness and harassment by McAdoo police. Wilkes-Barre police are seeking your help in identifying a man that removed items from a store. Take a look at this picture. The surveillance footage was taken Sunday around 6 p.m. Police say the man entered an employee-only area at Schul's Family Market on Hanover Street. He was then seen removing at least 2 packs of cigarettes before getting into a checkout line. The male then was observed concealing the cigarettes in his pocket and exit the store without paying for them. The suspect is a black male around 6 feet tall, approximately 200 pounds. He was seen on footage wearing a black jacket, black pants, and white shoes, and is believed to be in his mid-30s. Anyone with information concerning the identity of this suspect can message the Wilkes-Barre Police Department Facebook page or leave an anonymous tip in the voicemail of Officer Novoleski at 570-208-4129. Coming up on Wyln News, a pay raise is coming for some county employees. We'll tell you where. Plus, extra security at another county's courthouse. But first, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. And did you enjoy the weather today? I know I did. Tomorrow we'll have much of the same, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 51, overnight low of 25. Then we're going to get some showers in here for the rest of the week. But good news, it's above freezing. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
It's time to say goodbye to 2018 and hello to 2019 during the Start Something New sales event at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're celebrating the new year with new savings. Buy a new 2018 Jeep Compass Sport 4x4 with heated seats for only $23,715. Or buy a new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab truck with Ram Cargo Management for $33,552. That's a savings of over $9,400. It's the Start Something New sales event going on now at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Non-unionized employees in Luzerne County will be receiving raise based on overall job performance. The merit-based raises will range from 1% to 3% in 2019. The county administration gave around $176,000 in raises, which shaved over $22,000 over the maximum amount of $198,831 allotted in the budget. How much of a raise an employee will receive is based on job performance, including job skills, knowledge, leadership, and problem solving. Luzerne County Manager David Pedri said that 130 employees received raises between 1% and 3% that will take effect on February 8th. Staying at the Luzerne County Courthouse, an investigation continues into the Luzerne County Election Director's involvement into trips that were funded by the Election Systems and Software, the company that sold the county their election equipment. The law firm from Harrisburg is conducting the review on Marissa Crispell's trip to Las Vegas and Omaha, Nebraska in 2017. She stated that an advisory participation was cleared by the county assistant solicitor and the administrative services division head. She also said that she stepped down from the advisory role before the county started seeking proposals from companies interested in selling poll books. Once the review is completed and the administration reviews it, information will be made public. It will be made available to the public. Carbon County's district courtrooms and the county courtrooms 1 and 2 will be getting a little extra security. The county commissioners approved an addition to add additional security to the courtrooms at a cost of just under $18,000. In 2018, June of 2018, the county installed bullet-resistant glass at 3 of the county's district courtrooms already as part of the security upgrade project. Now, Carbon County has been working to upgrade its security overall for the past few years, adding a security gate next to the courthouse, bullet-resistant material in the courthouse annex, and metal detector upgrades in the courthouse, as well as installing metal detectors at the courthouse annex. The right of criminal victims could be ensured in Pennsylvania's Constitution under a proposed amendment that could be going before the state's voters later this year. Opponents are warning that changing part of the national effort has a potential to end up violating the rights of criminal defendants. The amendment would enumerate the rights of victims that include being notified before all hearings and being allowed to attend them. Tomorrow, Governor Tom Wolf will pitch his first budget proposal of his second term. And the Democrat can be expected to seek another big and new chunk of money for education. Wolf plans remain under tight wraps, but is expected to exceed $33 billion for the fiscal year starting July 1st. The governor was able to secure $1 billion in new education spending in his first term, half of what he wanted. Wolf also is looking for money from the natural gas industry to fund infrastructure improvements throughout the state, something he has been asking for since taking office, and the state Republican-controlled legislation has not budged on. The state is ahead of inspection of taxes collection in the fiscal year. However, it has financial overheads to contain with continuing historically slow-growing economy and rising pension and health care costs in the state. Coming up on Greenwich News Choice, a Hazleton native will be on a national TV show. We'll tell you which one. Plus, getting ready for tomorrow's big matchup. We'll have some details. But first, in Community and You, we learn about the Pennsylvania Family Support Alliance. Stay with us.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
WYLN, first in live local sports. The winter sports season is here. Catch these games live on WYLN this week.
Welcome to Community and You, and today we're talking with Angela Little. And Angela, tell us the organization. Tell us what it's all about.
Pennsylvania Family Support Alliance is a statewide nonprofit, and we work to make sure that children are able to live and thrive and grow safe from abuse and neglect in Pennsylvania.
And one of the things that the organization is doing now is trying to bring some attention to people who across the Commonwealth help protect our children. And how are you going about doing that?
Well, we're in the midst of our Blue Ribbon Champion for Safe Kids campaign, and that means we're looking for those Blue Ribbon champions. And so we're asking the public to help us. We're searching for 2 volunteers and 2 employees who work with children and families, and then 1 member of the media. And basically, we know that a lot of folks do a lot of good things in Pennsylvania, but we're looking for ones who, in particular, in small and large ways, go above and beyond and make sure that kids are safe.
So this isn't the first year that you've done this then?
No, this is year number 3, and each year we're just thrilled to see the number of nominations that we get. So we're asking your viewing audience to participate by nominating folks they may know. It could be that someone has, done community service and volunteer work as a CASA volunteer. It could be an agency, children and youth worker who's really just gone above and beyond. It could be someone who, as a coach, did some exceptional things to make sure that kids were safe. It could be a member of the public who called Childline to report child abuse, and as a result, a child was spared from additional harm or maybe death.
And you also, teachers, because I would think that, you mentioned coaches, teachers, daycare workers, anybody like that?
Anybody like that. The truth is, all of us have a role to play in keeping kids safe. We're just looking for those folks who show up day in, day out, do the right thing to help kids, be as safe as they possibly can be.
And Angela, unfortunately, you have some very frightening numbers when you talk about children and safety.
Yeah, we've had 40 children last year killed because of abuse and neglect, and over 4,400 children were substantiated victims of child abuse in Pennsylvania. So the numbers are stark. They should be something of concern for all of us. And again, it should really activate us all into action so we understand that we have a role to play. We have to do something about this.
And again, it's not just in our immediate area. This is something that you're looking at across the state. So if someone is listening and or watching today and they're thinking, I might have somebody that I think I know, how do they go about making the nominations? And is there a cost?
Yeah, we want them to do that today. The clock is really ticking on this.
Look right in there and tell them.
February 25th is the deadline, and so we've made the process very easy. We want folks to go to PABlueRibbonChampion.org and fill out the nomination form. No cost. It's easy. It will only take a few minutes of your time. And then we have a statewide panel of judges that will be happy. They're going to review all the nomination forms, and we're going to pick some winners that we'll announce in April.
And we already have our blue ribbons on.
We already have our blue ribbons on.
And when someone gets nominated and if they win, what do they get?
Well, they get a phone call from me. Ooh. They get invited to the Capitol in Harrisburg to attend the awards ceremony, which is really a very high-quality event that brings together a lot of folks. And they get a nice award, and they get a lot of media coverage.
And that, for your organization, could be worth its weight in gold, because we would like everyone to know that you are championing for Pennsylvania kids. Angela Little, thank you.
Thank you.
And we certainly hope you'll get your nominations in today. Don't wait. And see you again on Community and You.
Seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
A Hazleton native will be showing off her survival skills on an upcoming national television show. 24-year-old Julia Carter is formerly from New York but now lives in Bethesda, Maryland, where she works as a medical assistant. She will be appearing on the 38th season of Survivor. She will be joined by 17 other contestants who are taken to remote locations where they must provide themselves with food, water, and shelter. Carter is proud to be the first in her family to graduate college and pave the way for her younger sisters and family members. All of us back here at NEPA wish her the best of luck. Tomorrow, our Wyln sports crew will be heading over to the Hazleton Area High School for a boys' game. Of course, the Hazleton Area Cougars will take on the Crestwood Comets. That game will be hitting your screens at 7 p.m. right here on Wyln. Of course, the Comets traveling down Route 309 to take on the Cougars. So join Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and the entire Wyln sports team as the Comets travel to Hazleton to take on the Cougars. Expect it to be a great game to watch. Well, that's the news. Remember, you can always get news updates on the Wyln Facebook page, and we'll have more on that announcement from Councilwoman Barletta. But now, let's take a look at your weather right here on Wyln.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today. For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. Packages are available to fit anyone's budget, and there is a restaurant and catering on site. The facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor parties, private parties of any kind. Call 570-384-2314.
Wyln has strong ties to the community, and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. Wyln's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazleton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants to Spare Hill climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. Wyln, we're your local network.
You're watching Mountaintop's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.